glad that Lori McClenahan is here with us, President and CEO of St. Elias Mines. You were on Varney and Company yesterday, talking about your mines and your business, but I'm thrilled that you're here to talk about gold. And Stuart tried to corner you yesterday to say, gold's going to fall. And you were like, no way, no how. No. It's not, is it?
It's not, and it is just very, very easy to understand. There's a lot of different reasons right now, and I think most people are aware of those, why gold is up. And they range from the pure fundamentals, supply, demand, the printing of the fiat money, the excessive printing of that, political unrest, you name it. There's a bunch of reasons under why gold has gone up and stayed strong over a long period of time, not just up and down in a rally. And all of those reasons, every single one of them, not one of them is going away anytime soon, so gold's going to stay up there and strong.
Now, do you worry about how the ETFs of the world and all these other creative funds have really played with the price of gold?
I do. I totally do. And a good example of that is if gold just traded purely on the fundamentals, the supply and demand,
right,
without all the derivatives around it, it would be probably a lot higher. And an example of that is moly. Now, molybdenum never really traded with the derivatives going around it or worked around it. It was just pure supply and demand. The minute they put those derivatives on the moly,
yeah,
it fell. You can look at a chart, went right down.
But why? Because of the access to it.
That's exactly right, yes.
Yeah, and
yeah,
therefore increased the supply, killed, yeah.
Yeah.
And which is happening with a lot of our commodities.
Yeah. But gold is so strong, it's even ignoring the derivatives right now.
So where do you see gold going?
I don't give price predictions. I will say that what I truly believe is that it's going to stay strong for a long time and up there, and it will go a little bit higher or maybe a lot higher. I don't give price predictions.
One of the things we talked about, and you were on your way out yesterday on Stuart, was how gold replaced the dollar, or the dollar replaced gold.
Yes.
Okay, but are we coming back? You know, there are a lot of communities in this country, and there's actually, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Utah, and I don't think that's right, cities that are saying you can trade in gold now. Use gold as your currency. We'll take it at the local 5 and dime.
Well, there's a lot of famous people in history that have quoted. J.P. Morgan, for one, has said gold is money. That's it. And even Alan Greenspan had said it's the ultimate form of payment. In 1944, gold was the only thing that could buy anything in Germany. They didn't take paper money or anything else. And excessive printing of that is in nobody's favor of the money. And gold, the paper money was originally, everybody has to remember, it was put in place in 1913 by the Federal Reserve, and it was to replace, nobody wanted to carry around heavy gold in their pocket.
Right.
So they said, well, let's just put a piece of paper there, and that piece of paper had stated on it, the bearer has the right to buy $50 of gold with this one piece of paper. And that, over the years, went off the gold standard, went away, and then everything just went crazy.
So how do you suggest people invest in gold these days? Buy the block?
I would say either buy a gold mining company, a major gold mining company, because they're very, very safe. They're producing and they've got the assets.
We can't buy St. Elias, can we?
Well, St. Elias is a junior exploration company. Anybody can buy it, sure, and I'd love them to buy it because, of course, I'm the president of it and I promote it all the time. But you've got your choice of ways to. You can directly invest in gold and gold bars, or you can buy majors that are producing, and that's a very, very safe way. The other one is my company, which is St. Elias Mines. It is junior exploration company, but why do people invest in these junior exploration companies? Because they are a little bit more risky and they're speculative or whatnot.
Bigger upside.
But yeah, exactly. And quite frankly, people are attracted to the penny stocks because you get a 10-bagger a lot more easier than you could on a barrack.
So, okay, as you sit on your perch in Vancouver, British Columbia, and you look down at this quite messed up United States of America, what do you think? You know, I mean, the pipeline is a perfect example of how...
Oh, I know what I think, but I wouldn't know how to get there. And what I would say is that
what do your compadres think?
I would love to see everything go back to the gold standard, because really, the economic situation in the United States, lots of reasons that happened, but the printing of the money made it even worse. And this is the only time in history.
Printing of the money in the United States.
Yes, and Europe and everywhere. But this is the only time in history where most every country in the whole world is printing excessive paper money.
Scary, isn't it?
It's really scary. Like, we did have it in the past, and history does repeat itself. For instance, after the wars, Germany and the United States, they printed money to get out of the war debt or whatnot. But this is the first time ever that every country is doing it in the whole world.
But here's the thing. I think Canada has fared much better than we have.
Oh, we have.
Your banking system is stronger, and it was stronger from the get-go.
Yeah, and our credit, our credit terms were a lot
more stringent.
Yes, we did.
Right.
We didn't do what the United States did.
And you've held on. Do you think that's why? Because you kept basically to your strict, stringent rules, and
that was one of the things.
Out with
yes.
Clinton.
Yeah, it was one of the things. It was we stuck to our stringent banking rules and our credit rules, but also we are commodity-based country as well, so that's helped us a lot.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely right about that. Lori, I'm so glad you stayed and you came back. Lori McClenahan, President, CEO, St. Elias Mines. What's the ticker?